Cheers to that. We're going to be millionaires. Wow, that peppermint schnapps. Ooh. Make sure to knock out the like button in the next 5 seconds.
Do you ever just get down on your knees and thank God that you know me?
Bbai stock, that was a delicious shot. Might have another one, but Bbai stock sitting here at 5.15. We did get that catalyst. It was not the kind of catalyst that was going to send it soaring to the moon like Open Door stock or the many other stocks that have been absolutely. I think Quantum today finally got its big move from that big breakout on QTUM and just across the quantum sector as a whole, because they tend to move together. But where's the PR? What? There's no PR? I saw the PR. No way. Maybe I was Bbai stock news. I'm sure I saw a PR today. That's why it moved. Unless no, yeah, it was moving in after hours. It's pulling back and it did touch the purple line, so I'll be looking to buy more. Right, I sold off today at 520 because I'm like, it's not a big contract. It's something. But if we look at the price action here, historically speaking, if we look at the price action, in the past, you know, we come down to the purple line and it just kind of goes sideways here. It likes to pump above the purple line and then it just pulls back to it, right? Here gets another pump, pulls back to it anyways. Pump here, pulls back to it. So this one, it's not going to move big until we get a contract, something significant. A little piece of news like the one that came out yesterday in after hours, it moved it, but you can see it's only up 5%. So it's not going to be anything that's going to send it. Like, this isn't the start of a big move unless we get hit with a big contract, a big catalyst, something significant. So I sold off because I'm like, well, might as well take the profit here on the 10% or 8% or whatever, and I'll just buy back in when it comes back to 5 and under. I just showed you that it loves to do that, so it shouldn't be any surprise that we're getting this kind of price action today. On the weekly time frame, looks like we're finally finding support. Everything looking good here. Not concerned. I will be looking to reload, and purple line acting as support yet again at around exactly $5. Surprise, surprise. It just. I don't know why it works. It just does. It acts as support, and you can see here it acted as resistance where it pushed it down. It's just how it is. We're up above it. Cool, whatever. I would still continue accumulating this because right now this one nobody wants it. Nobody cares about it when it's down here. So this kind of price action that we're seeing is literally expected just based on the historicals, right? And it wouldn't surprise me if we just straddle along that purple line. It did this last time. It just kind of straddles along it and then boom, right? It gets that big move. Mara stock does that as well. Straddles along the purple line and then boom, right? And it's doing the same thing. Maybe it's going to get the big breakout finally and we're going to go to 1820. When this thing does break out, it's going to go. But, Rigetti broke out. Look at this breakout here. Boom. Straight to 20. Ion Q, big breakout here. Straight to 56. From a low of 47. So that's the power of, I'm showing you this so you can see that that's the power of a breakout. When a breakout happens after a period of consolidation, it gets quite a move. So it's inevitable that we will move again and make a big move back to like 7 and 8, in my opinion, minimum, and then possibly 10. We'll see what happens. Around February is when we tend to get big moves on this one. I don't know why, but you can see here, February 3rd, February 6th, January and February of 2023, there was just nothing but pumping here. And then here, March through April, another pump. And then here, November through December, another pump. And then here, February again, till March 4, another big pump here. So I don't know why that is, but we tend to get quite the few pumps every year. So I think it's inevitable we get another pump. That's it. That's all there is to it. Going to keep it short, sweet, to the point. I don't think I have anything else to say. I mean, this is pretty obvious where it's going based on historical patterns. It's just a matter of time. Always use that purple line, add it to your chart, buy down there, sit on the position. I'll be looking to add a grand? Not a grand. 1,000 shares is what I'm looking to add. I'll be looking to add. I'm waiting for I think Fed rate cuts are next week. So historically speaking, after a Fed rate cut, we fall across the markets. That's usually the reaction. We just tank, and then we recover that, and then some. Then we start just trending to the upside after the initial drop. So if that's going to repeat, if history's going to repeat, then I think for me at least, I mean, you could just keep accumulating here at fives, but for me at least, I'm going to wait till Fed rate cuts. Once that announcement is made, we should get a dip. And if it doesn't get a dip, as long as it's around 5,500, I'm just going to buy. I'm just going to buy the 1,000 shares and hold for the big swing. So, yeah, for the big swing there's going to be at least 50% to be made on this one. At least if it goes back to like 7 to 8. If it goes to 10, obviously you can make 100% about from where it is right now. So, up to you how you want to play it. I did think about holding the position, but I was like, it's not a big catalyst that dropped. So, I'll buy at fives, and we do have rate cuts coming. So, or not. Maybe it doesn't happen, but I'm very doubtful. I'm sure a lot of people are doubtful that we don't get a rate cut. That would be surprising. So, there's a lot of there's a market-wide catalyst coming, and that's going to make the decision for every stock as to whether we go higher or lower. But right now, the stock market, at least the AI stocks, quantum stocks right now, they're kind of looking like they're getting ready to make a big move as well. They're already moving, but that's just the start. Because those AI stocks like Nvidia, semiconductors, stuff like that, anything tech, when it usually gets, when it gets going, it can go. Merry Christmas, Christmas rally. But no, I think right now, just sit back and wait till next week. We've been waiting months just for this rate cut, and let's see where we go. That's the most important thing. If the market starts ripping, I mean, I can show you something here. Let me see if I can pull up Nvidia. Where's Nvidia? So, I mean, look at that. When tech, semiconductors, when they're pumping, boy, oh boy, can they just go week after week after week. This trend lasted from April 7, ended in August 11. So, April, May, June, July, and half of August. So, 4 months and a half of Nvidia just going higher and higher and higher and higher. That means tech is going higher and higher and higher. When you see this kind of strength from Nvidia. Right now, Nvidia's pulling back, kind of showing some, it's pulling back, whatever, right? We're going to get pullbacks in a bull market. So no one should be surprised that stocks are also, kind of just going nowhere or just, it's just nothing's happening. I mean, it's been going sideways as well here within this volatile range between 166 and 184. So when we get that big breakout, it could be the start of that next leg, that next, 4 months of just literally just keep going higher. So that's kind of what we're waiting for. This is the boring part, the part where you just sit there and nothing happens. The fun part is everyone's assuming that, and I'm assuming this too, the fun part's going to start when we get that cut. And we're going to just have months and months of upside, which would coincide with our end of year rally. So that's my prediction. Could be wrong. We'll see what happens. Buy the dip. I'll see you in the next one.